Good afternoon, everyone. It's Erica here with the Gallatin Valley Sentinel. We are continuing our candidate interviews for the Bozeman City Government Study. We're interviewing candidates from the city and the county. And today we have Deanna Campbell with us. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you, Erica, for having me.
Absolutely. And we'll just go through some questions that I've been asking everyone. What is a bit about your background?
Well, I've lived in Bozeman for 37 years, and I have my academic background is an MBA, which I have put into practice, uh, starting businesses of my own. And I also was employed by tech companies here in Bozeman for about 20 years. And in that time, I have had quite a bit of experience with the city interacting in the capacity of a business owner and a homeowner.
Have you ever been in politics before?
No,
Okay. Yeah.
and it surprises me that this is happening at this time. But I have interacted, as I said, with the city government as a business person and as a homeowner doing remodeling projects and so forth. And I've participated in focus groups, worked with advisory boards, and I have had plenty of interaction with the city commission. So I know how things work in Bozeman.
Great.
And I guess that's what led me to decide, well, maybe I could do something to contribute something to the manner in which our government is operated.
So, what are some things that you love about Bozeman? And I'll kind of do a multi-pronged question here, and we'll talk about some things that aren't so going so great. So, what do you love about living here?
Well, of course, I love um, the historic beauty of Bozeman. I also love that it's a college town and
Yeah.
we have access to cultural things. I don't need more than one opera a year, and and we have it, and it's easily accessible. I remember going to an opera in Los Angeles one time, and we had to take a bus from the parking lot to the venue. And
Oh,
here it's right at our fingertips. I love Bozeman for the cultural aspects and for its historic beauty, and of course, the natural beauty that we're also in love with.
yeah. It's it is just kind of a small picturesque little mountain town, and I think it's so charming, and we love living here. So, if elected to the study commission, what are some things that you hope to discuss with with the other candidates that are elected, and engaging the public, and trying to get their opinions on what they think should happen?
Well, of course, the thing about the study commission is that we're only looking at the structure and form of city government and the city charter. And I guess what I would like to focus on is the representation.
Yeah.
And I have talked with other candidates, and I think we're pretty all much in agreement that perhaps a representation by precinct or ward or how whatever we want to call them might be provide greater representation to more diverse groups in Bozeman. So that's one thing for sure that we'll be looking at. And another thing that we'll be looking at, I think, well, and of course, that will more than likely increase the size of the commission if
Yeah.
we divide the city up into wards or precincts. So we'll be looking at that and the size of the commission. Also, I think we're all looking at ways for the government to be a little more transparent
Mm-hmm.
so that things that are happening are not happening or are not done before everyone's aware of it, which
Right.
I think we all find ourselves in the position right now. We look around and many people are saying, what happened?
Yeah.
When did this happen? How did it happen? And so I
Yeah.
think that's some of the things we're going to be looking at to see if we can make things a little more transparent.
Right. And I think what we're trying to do at the Sentinel is help spread awareness about the government study and how important it is to elect these people that live in your community to be your voice and to be out there talking to everyone and finding out what is the best course for our small town that's growing very quickly. And somebody had mentioned in one of these that it's grown so much and that it's spread and it's spread out, it's vast, and
Yeah,
we need to make sure that everybody is at least given the option to give their opinion and have their voice heard.
exactly.
Yeah,
And
so go ahead.
the actual the study is set up in such a way that it's funded to conduct a lot of interviews with existing city commissioners, city staff, what works, what doesn't work,
Yeah,
and many community focus groups. So we will be getting a lot of input from all of the stakeholders in city government. And from that, we hope to be able to provide a document in the end that really meets the needs and fulfills the values of all of the stakeholders.
sure. And how is your campaign going?
Well, I think it's going pretty
Yeah,
well.
good.
We've had interviews like this in a couple of forums, and I'm knocking on doors.
Good.
Yeah,
So it's a long time. It's a 2 year commitment. So obviously you're invested in it. And why are you willing to spend 2 years of your time on something that's going to be a lot of work?
yeah, it is going to be a lot of work, and I didn't enter into it blindly. In fact, I held back for quite a long time before I decided, okay, I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
And I think the reason is that I love Bozeman and I've seen it and I've heard a lot of people around me really uh, not happy
Mhm.
with what's happening in Bozeman. And I think that our last experience with a city manager led everybody to understand that, whoa, our elected officials aren't really responsible for this. It's an unelected official that has had a lot of power in our city government.
Yeah.
And is that what we really want? And we're going to find out through the study
Yeah.
if that is the best procedure. But yeah.
Well, we wish you well with everything and hope that if you are elected that you'll come back and talk to us as we'll continue to be engaged with the community and try to help spread awareness of what's going on in our town. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell the Bozeman residents why they should vote for you? It's coming up.
It's coming up. No, I am looking to provide a real service to the community, and I am open-minded. I'm entering into the study with a very open mind. There's no room for ideologies in city government, and I think it's really important that those who are elected are open and not pushing a political agenda,
Yeah.
but simply looking for what's best for our city government and for the outcome that our residents are looking for.
We
So,
wish you well. We wish all the candidates luck with their campaigns. And thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us today.
well, thank you, Erica. And I will, if I'm elected, I will certainly engage with the Sentinel. And I appreciate what you're doing to provide a platform for discussion in the
Absolutely.
community.
It's our pleasure. And we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.